How many people are out at any one month because of COVID? And what about long COVID being something that's considered to be reducing the overall workforce over a longer period of time?
Yeah, look, I think it's harder to measure what the impact is of long COVID, how much that's reducing productivity or pulling people out of the workforce. In terms of how many people are being pulled out of the workforce on a daily basis, you look at around 80,000 infections happening on an average day right now. It's probably going to go up as we head into the fall and the winter. Some high proportion of those people who are working age are pulling themselves out of the workforce on a daily basis. And you figure the average person probably is registering a positive for around 5 to 7 days. That gives you a rough sense of how many people are out of the workforce. And so, that 80% probably skews towards that 80,000 probably skews towards older people, some proportion which are retired out of the workforce entirely. But that gives you a rough sense. You can sort of break down from there how many people are out of the workforce.
Hey, Scott, let's talk a little bit about the latest vaccines that just got approval. This would be the ones that focus on the variants we've seen here. I guess the question becomes, how effective is it when so many people have already gotten these? And what are the new variants we need to worry about this fall? What kind of situation are we in?
Yeah, well, we don't really have visibility on what the new variants are. There's some new strains that are spreading in certain parts of Europe. None have really seemed to get a foothold right now, but it's still early. There's some new variants out that are sort of combinations of aspects of the mutations that we've seen in both Delta and Omicron that people have their eye on. The hope is that these new vaccines are going to be more effective against this B4, B5 variant that's spreading here in the U.S. There's good reason to believe it will be. It's based on the B4 variant. We don't have real-world data demonstrating that yet. But the hope is when you look at modeling off of how many people, off of people who've had the old variants in B2 and B1 and how protected they are against B5, and there was just some data out in the New England Journal of Medicine showing that that's quite protective. Infection with B2 is quite protective against subsequent infection with B4, B5. That suggests that these vaccines are probably going to afford a higher degree of protection against infection from B4, B5 because they're based on that variant. The durability, that's unclear. How long that will last, I think, is the big question. But I think that we're going to be able to demonstrate that there's pretty good protection for a reasonable period of time from infection. So it restores some of the protection against infection. Again, hasn't been demonstrated in clinical trials. That's the next step to really prove it in real-world evidence.
If you've recently had it, though, I mean, I guess you wait to get another vaccine because you want to use your natural immunity for as long as possible. I guess I think there's a lot of confusion now. If you've had it once or twice, if you've been fully vaccinated to this point, do you need another booster?
Well, I think that's right. And the recommendation from CDC was to wait up to 3 months from a prior infection. FDA talked about waiting 2 months. So it is prudent probably to wait a period of time from infection. So if you're someone who was infected this month or maybe even last month, waiting a couple of months to get this new vaccine probably is prudent because you're going to extend out your period of protection because you're going to have the natural immunity from the prior infection. And also, there's some evidence that the effect of the vaccine, the protection offered by the vaccine, will be more robust after infection after waiting that period of time. So there is a recommendation. CDC talked about waiting 3 months from the prior infection. So I think that's prudent. People who had the vaccine, the previous booster, the recommendation is to wait at least 2 months from the prior booster. That encompasses about 11 million people. About 11 million people have been vaccinated either in July or August or had their booster in July or August. So those people probably should wait a couple of months before having this new booster.
And just in terms of getting back to work, you've heard Goldman Sachs, a lot of other companies saying, like, OK, post-Labor Day, we want people back in the office. We want this to be a return to normal. Is that the message you'd be sending to people, too? Time to get back to it?
Yeah, I think businesses should start to normalize the workday. I think that, we're in a much different situation. We're certainly not in a situation China is. We have a lot of immunity in the population. This is still having an impact on some cohort of the population, particularly people who are vulnerable, are going to continue to be vulnerable to this infection. But for the vast majority of people who've had it, who've been vaccinated, they're far less vulnerable. We have a new vaccine coming out that should be more protective from infection. So hopefully it will protect the workplace to some degree. And we have effective therapeutics. I think we're in a much different situation, and we have to be thinking about how to normalize the workday and get people back to work for businesses who feel that that's going to be the more productive way to operate their businesses. There's probably some businesses who feel they're getting equal or better productivity out of having workers from home. But a lot of businesses are not in that position. I think that they are in a position right now that they could start to normalize the workday and bring their employees back.